Happy Friday and welcome into the studio. I'm joined by Dad, Todd Barsness over there, 14 years in voiceover. I'm Hudson, 4 years, starting 4 years this year in voiceover. Last year I made $45,000. I'll go through all that stuff here in just a second. John's on the couch. He works at VO Marketing Pro. That's his, I should say. I mean, we kind of help out here and there with different things like these videos and stuff, but VO Marketing Pro is Joe and John's business for marketing for voiceover talents like Dad and I. If you're interested in that and you want to know if you're a good fit for that, you can get a hold of John Barsness at VOMarketingPro.com. We also run a private Facebook group that gets all sorts of videos and stuff like that are for more newer folks in voiceover or newer to direct marketing and they want to do it on their own. If you're interested in that and want to know which one you fit into, you don't have an idea, get a hold of John Barsness at VOMarketingPro.com again, and he'll help you out with that. So anyway, I was talking about numbers. We give our numbers just to be transparent because anybody can have a microphone. Anybody can have a camera these days. And it's very important to figure out who's telling the truth and where the proof is. Mm-hmm. And so that's what we do with our voiceover numbers. We tell you how much we made, stuff like that. So Dad's been doing that. Not necessarily that, but Dad's been doing voiceover for 14 years. The last 8 years have been over 6 figures. The last 7 years have been over $200,000. And the last 4 years have been over $300,000. Just voiceover, no coaching, no demo production. We always say that just because you might be new and you might say, well, who are these guys talking? How do I know that they're experts in what they're doing? Those numbers, you don't just happen across those numbers. Last year I made $45,000, like I said, in voiceover. This year I'm trying to make $80,000. So there's that.
And if you get over $50,000, then you will be there are 75%, according to the National Association of Voice Actors' latest survey, 75% of voiceover actors out of 1,798 that were surveyed that make $50,000 or less per year. So you'll be in the 25th percentile if you get over $50,000.
Which it changed last year because I think 2021, it was, by the ones we were going by, or 2022, it was $40,000 or less. So it's bumped up a little bit.
They changed that. Yep, they changed the threshold.
The bar,
yep.
Sure. All right, well, why don't we do with our numbers like we always do? Let's start out with John. He's going to tell us about the voice actors that we market for on their behalf, how their week went. Let's hear it, Johnny.
Sounds good. Yeah, so we had 31 warm responses, 10 auditions, and I think it's 7. It might be 8. 7 with you having
my jobs.
You have how many? I guess we're doing 2 of them.
2
so
jobs.
8.
Mm-hmm.
So we had 3 for Deanna Johnson, who had 3 recurring.
Nice.
Noel Romano with 1. Ben Hauk with 1.
Hey.
Adrian Flores with 1. And Hudson with 2.
I also saw that. Did you say Tyler Boss?
Oh, yeah,
Tyler
Tyler
Boss
Boss.
had
So
1,
9. My bad.
That's okay.
Didn't have that down. So we had 9 jobs this week. Again, these are, for those that are new, the jobs are what people report, or that we see come in from the direct or from the email address that we set up with our VO Marketing Pro. We get reports consistently that people might, because of our efforts and because of some of the things in their email they're able to find, and Google, you can just search VO talent. So they may have found the person out of that. So it's just dependent on people reporting, and we really enjoy that because it helps us know that it's working for people. So that's just what's reported in this week. And the warm responses aren't necessarily just from emails that were sent this week. It could be from weeks, months, days, when that's not in the right order, but you know what I mean. It can be, it's what comes in that week based on that. So
sounds good.
Yeah. Drew made cold calls as well this week.
Yeah. Doing the dirty work. That's tough.
Yep.
And he makes cold calls on behalf of our voice roster. So again, if you want information about VO Marketing Pro, about our voice roster, get a hold of John Barsness at VOMarketingPro.com.
Great. All right, my numbers. I was in Colorado for a couple days from Saturday to Tuesday afternoon. So this is I was able to have my phone with me, so I was able to go back and forth. But this is from basically 3 p.m. on Tuesday afternoon Central Time to today. So 3.5 days. Anyway, 1 warm response. I still sent out emails. 2 auditions. I'm still waiting to hear back from one of them, which is a recurring client that paid me for a sample, which is super nice. That doesn't happen very often. I booked 5 jobs this week. And then I did a bunch of editing for Dad. I do $20 an hour. And so I did 11 hours of editing this week. Dad was busy. So then Upwork, $207 booked on there, 2 jobs. 3 jobs on direct email marketing, $625. One was a new client, one was recurring. And then Voice 123, a job came through this week, which was very nice because I needed that. I was telling Dad that I was hoping to still make my $1,500, but I said if I made $1,000, I'd be real happy. So anyway, 0 on Fiverr, and then my voiceover alone numbers were $1,332, and then with the $220 that I made from Dad is $1,552. So I always keep those separate, just because of I want to make sure people know that I'm not making just $1,500 on just my behind the microphone work. So anyway, that's my week.
Boy, that's a good 3.5 day week.
Yeah.
I honestly was thinking that you probably were going to settle for $500-600.
That's what I thought too.
So that's great.
To tell you the truth.
Yeah. So my numbers, Voice 123, nothing. Voices.com, nothing. Upwork, I had a recurring client that came back and paid me $270 for one job. It's a $300 job, and they get 10%. Upwork does. Big week on Fiverr, 20 jobs for $2,355.60, and I went over the $500,000 mark on Fiverr. I started 7 years and 1 month ago.
Hamburger money.
Yep. They call it hamburger money, some people. And that's good hamburger money. It's a lot of work. I'll be honest with you. It's a grind working on Fiverr, especially the first few years. But
you won't call it hamburger
no,
money.
I mean, it's 71. If you average that out, it's $71,400 plus per year just from Fiverr. And my direct email marketing, $2,725. My total, I'm trying to make $5,000 a week, $5,000 a week. In the past, I've been trying to make $6,000, but I'm slowing down just a bit on purpose. And my total this week was $5,350.60.
Great. We both hit our goals.
Yep.
Very nice. I was going to say something, but I don't. You didn't get a Voice 123 job this week, or was it at?
I think it was at the end of last
Okay.
week. Yeah. I can check that.
That's not a big deal.
I'll check that in
I just
between
saw that,
because
yeah.
we have our deep dive numbers with our VO Marketing Pro Plus group, our private group. If you want more information about that, we go into great detail about this and usually handle some questions from the Facebook group that we have. We have 2 fireside chats, just Hudson and I chit-chatting and talking about voiceover, especially, and what we're thinking, what we're doing, what he's learning, what I'm learning. We have a webinar once a month, Q&A, and we also have our deep dive numbers, which are coming up, and you can have all that.
very
if you
affordable.
Just contact John
Yeah.
Barsness at vomarketingpro.com.
Yeah. I don't think we have. Do you have any parting words? I don't really have anything else that I will say. If you're interested in more videos like this, we do have our numbers videos in the numbers playlist on this channel. If you're new, if you're not, you already know all that stuff. But we also do Todd's tips. If you're interested in hearing more about those or watching more of those, they're in our Todd's tips playlist. So anyway, thank you for joining us. If you're from VO Marketing Pro and you had a good week this week, congrats to you on your direct marketing efforts. And if things are slow, keep putting those numbers out there. That's the only way to combat it. So anyway, have a good week. Take care.